Man, welcome back to another vid, man. In today's video, we're gonna be reacting to Steph Curry's wife keeps embarrassing him, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. This shit getting worse every day, bro. Like, Ayesha Curry always got some crazy shit to say about the greatest three-point shooter of all time, bro. Let's get straight to this, man.
What's poppin', y'all? Somebody who I wouldn't say I can't stand, but just always seems to have the wrong thing to say, and we're always wondering, why are people putting a microphone in front of her face? You know how they say, like, yo, you need to snatch a microphone from dudes? They need to snatch a microphone from some of these wives, because in this case, it's Ayesha Curry, who just springs back up again, being married to one of the greatest NBA players of all time, the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play you guys the
Put
clip,
some
and we're
respect
gonna
on
break
my
this
man
down
Curry
little
name.
by little.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, especially if your man agrees with it too. But like, people don't even be knowing what they want till it's like, you feel me? So I guess she changed her opinion and she has kids now. So
And I had my eyes set on my goals. And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like, it's one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want.
It's so hard also to be the woman in a situation where you're like, men just don't get as much scrutiny. Like they can maybe tell him like your shots suck tonight, but like the looks and all of that is just like not a factor of conversation as much.
No.
Did you talk to Steph about it, like, or did you kind of keep it within yourself so it didn't?
I do not have a bone in my body that can keep anything to myself. So if it
that just sounds kind of off, but let's keep
comes
going.
to mind, it's coming out. And he's so gracious. Like he tries to resonate with me, but he just can't. And he also comes from a place of like, it's effing stupid. Like, it's not true. So why? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real.
Bro, why is Ayesha Curry on the podcast, first of all, bro? Isn't Steph like a multi-millionaire? Like, does she overly just doing this? Like, she don't even need to be doing this. She just trying to be out there more, like, bro. It's crazy, bro. That's why if your girl not moving like a bronze girl, bro, that's how Curry girl.
So the first thing that someone did is they quoted it and said, what career? She's talking like she had Michelle Obama potential. LOL, she's a high school grad and was a failed actress. I will say this because a lot of people are going in on her and saying that she kind of regretted her decision. But no, in the beginning, she clearly says that you don't. She's like, oh, I never wanted kids. I never wanted this. And then she says, you don't know what you want. So she is saying like, I didn't think I wanted any of these things. I think I wanted a completely different path for myself. But when this happened and it happened suddenly, well, she doesn't say that she really enjoyed it, but she's like, oh, now I know that this is what I wanted. And that's probably all the grace I'm going to be able to give her. So now we're going to move into the next section where we got to grill her for this.
After we got married, we found out we were pregnant with our daughters so quickly. I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something, and then it kind of just disappeared, and I didn't think twice about it. But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too. And I need to get my shit together.
Like, what? Bro, isn't being like a mom, they say, is a hard job being a mom. So, like, I feel like that's be the best mom ever. I don't know. Like, what business does Ayesha Curry maybe sell some makeup products on the side? I don't know. Like, look at Rihanna, bro. She working, she got kids.
And figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm not home, like did you experience that?
I still experience that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know if I could have my girl in therapy, bro. Like, just come to me, or like, I feel like I'm failing if my girl has to go to a different person to talk about her problems. Like, that's crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. You got friends, you got me, you got your parents, you got everybody around you, but you want to go to.
If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what what are you doing?
There's a problem here because some people will say like, yo, she's just allowed to feel this way. Being allowed to feel a certain way and vocalizing that feeling. And then there's levels. So the next level is vocalizing that feeling. And then the next level is vocalizing that feeling on a public platform.
Yeah.
And then the next level is vocalizing that feeling on a public platform that is able to hurt people. And who is she hurting? She's hurting her kids. And this is the problem with an Ayesha Curry that I don't know why she doesn't understand this. Maybe Steph Curry didn't enlighten her on this. But whenever something comes out of your mouth on a public platform, you should consider, how is this going to not only be misinterpreted, because that's what people are trying to do, but how can this be harmful to people around me? So if she's talking to her husband, or she's talking to her friends, or she's even talking to her family members, and she's saying, man, being a mom is so difficult, like I wish I never had kids, something like that, that's okay. Like you're allowed to feel that way. You're allowed to feel that stress at times, and maybe she may feel like that at that moment. But when you go on a public platform and you say this, and this is going to live online forever, imagine how you feel as her kids growing up, and your mom is saying, oh, she never wanted you, she just wanted a career, and you were an accident because you had the kids so quickly.
Yo, I just peeped it like that. Yo, that's crazy, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, why she have to go on a podcast in the first place? Like, she's just overly doing it. Like, bro, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, you're Ayesha Curry, though. The person that we talking about is Curry. Like, your name gets brought up, we think about Steph Curry, bro. So anything you do, even if you don't want to, goes on to his reputation. Like, you could, anything like that you put on the social media affects his view, like his personality and shit. So why are you going on a podcast talking crazy like this? Like, yo, it's just lame to me. And Curry, why are you allowing this, bro? Like, you don't even need to do this. It's not like you need the money. You just want clout for no reason. Or am I tweaking?
I don't know if they consider that an accident or whatever. But think about how much
Because, bro, I'm comparing it to like, my fault. I'm comparing it to like A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. You don't think Rihanna probably feels like this sometimes, or like feels some stuff that she could easily come on the internet? And that's Rihanna, bro. Like, she basically has a reason to come to the internet and say stuff. And she's not doing that, but Ayesha Curry want to do this? Yo, it's crazy, bro.
you would feel as a kid. And I know there are probably some of y'all that were accidents, and maybe you didn't know your father, but your mom never made you feel like you were an accident. So maybe it wasn't until you grew up and you're like, damn, like, hell, I wasn't supposed to be here. But imagine you find a clip and your mom's like, yeah, I messed up, man, it was so terrible. And this is where I have to go in on Ayesha Curry. It's like, why are you doing this? You're only causing harm. And this is so self-centered. And also, we got to keep in mind that there are women that have what she claims that she wanted, which is the career. And they actually have a successful career. And many of them would wish to be in her position. So there are many women that are forced to be in a career, forced to raise children on their own. Maybe they're widowed. Maybe their husband, ex-husband, whatever, baby daddy went to prison, which some people will say, well, that's a crazy selection if he was likely to go to prison. But that's neither here nor there. So there are a bunch of women that are saying, well, we have careers and we are successful at careers, but we feel like we're in this career position and we're forced to be here. Like, we don't have the option. And if they had a husband like Steph that she from her own mouth says is so gracious and is so patient and is so every single positive.
Like, I've never seen Steph going outside like with biddies, like doing trifling things. Steph looked like a good person, a good role model, bro. This shit crazy.
Quality, and he is willing to take care of everything and allow her to explore whatever nonsense she wants to explore, whether it be some cooking show that she had, or hopping on this random podcast, or being able to give her opinions on a public platform. A lot of women who are forced to be in careers because they don't have another option would say, F this career, I'm going and doing that. Because not only is it just going and chilling and being taken care of, but they don't have the stress and pressure of trying to survive, so they can explore whatever it is that they want. And that's the opportunity that Ayesha Curry has. Like, she has the ability to have nannies, babysitters, etc. She can produce something if she wanted to, but she has nothing of value, if you want to call it that. And then you've got actual people, which I want to circle back to Michelle Obama, because people will give credit to Savannah James, people will give credit to other ladies, but Michelle Obama is somebody that was of the same pedigree as Barack Obama. Michelle Obama, she was, didn't she go to Princeton? She went to Princeton Law School or something like that, from O-Block. She was from one of the worst neighborhoods in Chicago. And I think people don't focus too much on Michelle Obama because they just don't find her to be like traditionally attractive or whatever the case may be, but she's still married to Barack Obama. She took the second role. She never had the feeling of like, yo, I need to go out. There were a couple of sentences from a podcast that Michelle Obama did where people tried to contort it to say, like, oh, this makes Barack Obama look bad. But let's keep it a buck. Of all these decades that they've been together, Michelle Obama has held it down, and she didn't feel the need that she was in competition with her husband, nor was she trying to get attention or even try to flex. Now, Michelle Obama did ruin school lunches for all of us. Like, we can't forgive her.
Bro, she tweaked out, bro. Nah, bro. That's why I went out for lunch, bro. I used to skip class for lunch, bro. This shit crazy, bro. But I ain't gonna hold you. The fries used to be banging in my school. I ain't gonna hold y'all. But niggas that used to eat the ham sandwiches and everything else, y'all niggas disgusting, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. My own homeboys used to eat that shit. I have a homeboy by the name of, I ain't even gonna do it to him, bro. But you nasty for eating them shits, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And then you gonna pair that shit up with a milk? Nah, you nasty, bro.
For that. But, you live and you learn. She ruined school lunches. It is what it is. But I'm not going to take away the fact that Michelle Obama was not somebody that had this ego, and she was not hijacked in her goals. Like, Ayesha Curry is hijacked in her goals. She's probably scrolling TikTok because she's got nothing better to do. And then she sees these career women, and they look like boss babes, or she's watching some television show, some Netflix series, and she's like, wow, that could have been me. No, it could not have been you. And especially considering she won the lottery with, like, having a man as filthy rich as Steph. Like, you don't have to worry about anything in life. And it's not like there are some that won the lottery, quote unquote, maybe with an NFL player or something, but they're getting hands, feet, knees, and toes put on them, elbows. So that's an unfortunate situation, like the Zach Stacy situation, for instance, or even like what was it? Yeah, I can't name the other guy off the top of my head, and I'm not going to try to. This is just a case of someone that's being so self-centered because she didn't have anything to give up. So, but even if she had something to give up and she did give it up, why would she be saying that on a public platform? It's just such a high level of disrespect, and this is the difference between like respect and love. I feel like, of course, Ayesha Curry, I think she loves Steph Curry, but I don't think she respects Steph Curry, because if you respect somebody, you're not going to talk about them in a way that you know.
That's facts, bro. Like, bro, don't let yourself get disrespected ever, King. Pick your head up, your crown falling.
In the past, it's happened. She's like, yeah, I feel like I don't get enough attention from dudes. And the other ladies were looking at her like, wait, what do you mean by that?
Like, King, don't go outside, bro. Like, I mean that ass, bro. These bitches be trying to disrespect you, trying to run all over you, bro. Don't go outside, bro. Keep it play. Keep it peep, bro. Steph needs to hit my line, bro.
But you're trying to compete with these young girls when you're married and you got multiple kids. Like, what are you doing? Like, what is she? She pushing 40 right now? How old is Ayesha Curry? Man, I need to look this up. She's still out here. This is crazy. Ayesha Curry is 36 years old, talking about she doesn't get enough. She had a show on the Food Network. Like, you did have a quote unquote career. She had a cookbook. She's always on TV. Like, come on, man. And we've never heard Steph even scoff at her. We've never seen a photo of Steph seeming like he didn't want to be around her. Like, Steph is obsessed with this woman. I guess the only thing you can say from this is at least she didn't embarrass him to the degree that Larsa Pippen did with Scott.
That's different. That one is different. This one is betrayal. She is Judas, bro. This one is backstabbing. She basically set this man up, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. She backdoored Scotty, bro. Scotty, you did not deserve this, King. Pick your head up, bro. Your crown faller, Scotty, bro. Like, Scotty, I ain't gonna hold you. She literally ruined Scotty's career, bro. I mean, reputation. Like, we don't even look at Scotty the same no more after what happened, bro.
Pippen, but hey, there's still time for that. Let's not jinx that. Actually, we should jinx that outcome. We do not want that outcome for Steph. We love Steph here. We all love Steph. Who hates Steph? But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get on a tangent. I feel like my blood's boiling right now. I gotta record some other stuff. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like, somebody snatched. Never let Ayesha Curry on a podcast again. Nobody wants to. Now, she can do the cooking thing. I think that's fine. I think that's quite entertaining. Will I watch it voluntarily? No. But when a clip came up, I'm like, okay, this is fine. But her getting on a platform, giving her opinion, that was never a skill set. She was not in debate class. She was not in speaking class. Speaking is not her thing, and really shutting up would have done wonders. I should have been in debate class for her perception as well, because this doesn't make her look good in front of anyone, because women are grilling her, guys are grilling her, everybody's grilling her for this. Nobody is looking at this like, because you got to think a lot.
Now, when you're a woman and you got women cooking you, bro, you know you did some fucked up shit. I'm keeping it a buck, because these girls, they're gonna support whatever a girl say, bro.
A lot of chicks, they're like, yo, I'm struggling to make ends meet, even if they're single, right? Like, let's say they don't have kids, they're not married, and they're like, she doesn't even know what she wants. And this is the exact situation where people always say, like, this is a lack of gratitude, because you're thinking of the grass is always greener. Now, if you're in the dumps, yeah, the grass is most definitely greener if you've got brown grass and people parked on their lawns. It's for sure. But if you've got a decent life, the grass is not always greener. But Ayesha Curry here trying to tell us, dog, most men would give up their career to live a position like Ayesha Curry. Like, they're like, yo, I could just do whatever whatever I want and not have to worry about money, and I can and like my partner allows me to pursue whatever it is that I want and explore that, sounds like a dream. But let me know what y'all think in the comments.
I know a lot of y'all niggas would take that, but I ain't even gonna hold you. Aisha, lock in, bro. Don't be going outside. Don't be doing my boy Curry like that. He ain't do nothing wrong. My boy Curry the GOAT. And if you a nigga, bro, don't let yourself go outside like this too, bro. You gotta. I feel like Curry needs some talking with Ayesha to do, bro. Like, come on, bro. She can't be disrespecting you like that on the internet. You feel me? That's just crazy. But this was just a quick unemployment news and shit. Lock in, like, comment, subscribe for the next vid, man. I'm out, man. I'm catch you in the next vid.